Welcome to another bond yield update, aka interest rates, aka this is almost done. Now, if you don't remember, I did post a video a while back on this calling a bottom, but since then, and that was November by the way, I'll link those videos below. Since then, AriasWave has just gotten better and better and better in identification purposes, adding all this info to the course, of course. So what's changed? So the only thing that's really changed is wave 2 turns out to be expanded right here. So wave 1 was quite normal, 5 wave down, wave 2 quick and sharp, wave 3, fairly standard wave 3, and then wave 4 was drawn out sideways because wave 2 was quick and sharp, right? But then wave 5 subdivided into an ending diagonal. Okay. Now, within that ending diagonal, things have gotten complicated. So this is what I want to focus on. This is why I'm making this video today, because I am changing the wave count ever so slightly to basically say, hey, look, ever since we started wave 5 in 2000, we had a wave 1, which was a 3-wave move. And then we had wave A, right? And then we had a wave B. Now, this is wave B. This is where GFC happened, right? The GFC, the GFC low here, you'll notice that as the GFC happened, interest rates went up. Well, the bond yield went up, right? I'm not going to say interest rates went up because those are manipulated. However, we all know that bond yields dictate interest rates. So eventually things have to basically conform to the bond market and yields. So C wave happened, and then we had this D wave all the way down to 2016. And that's basically what took the markets, the Dow Jones, from 2010 low to 2016 and everything in between. That's the low interest rates that caused a lot of that type of asset inflation. And then if you have a look here, 2016 until 2018, interest rates went up. Now you may say the market went up as well, but there's always different factors driving the markets, right? At different points in time. That's when you turn to the macrosphere. However, when this thing ends, there is nothing that's going to stop what's coming to these markets, including gold. I'll link the idea for gold down below. I'll link the idea for USD against the Swiss franc. I mean, it's pretty obvious now. If you listen to my work, it's basically all leading to this one point where, like a moth to the flame, this interest rates will hit zero. But when they hit zero in the US, that's going to cause a different problem. It's not like negative rates in Europe and other countries, right? It's a different ball game because of the USD. The USD being a reserve currency. Now, it's very interesting what's going on here. Very interesting. So up until now, we're in wave 3 of wave 5, ending diagonal. Now, wave 2 was expanded sideways, so wave 4 is going to be fairly quick and sharp. Thank the Lord. Right? We've already been through all that. Now we're just going to get to the cut to the chase and get it done, right? This is just the way it works. Right? So what am I expecting? Okay, so let's just go to the 4 hour. Yeah, you could see that there on the 4 hour, but let's just go to the 1 hour. And you're probably wondering, what is this pattern? In bond yields. Now, if this was really a bottom, this thing would have taken off already. So no, it's not a bottom yet. Okay, I'll be the first to admit it. It's just too choppy and it's taken way too long. So what it really is wave 4. So let me switch on those lovely little labels right there. And this is what's going on. We've had our wave A. This is a zigzag. We've had our wave B. This is a zigzag. Now you can see in the C wave of the B that they don't want interest rates to go down, so they're trying because they're bond buying programs. You know, they're trying to push it down, but this thing wants to go up. But then it starts going up, and then it's like it's weak because of all the bond buying programs. Right. So there's all these forces going on, right, in wave 4. And this is a weak wave C, right? So what's going on in the wave C is this is a ending diagonal wave C, right? And Elliott wave doesn't have that sort of thing, right? Ending diagonals only happen in the last wave, according to Elliott wave. But it's not true, right? If you learn AriasWave, you'll learn that wave C's can be weak and so can wave E's, right? In fact, a lot of the times they tend to alternate, right? So if you have a weak wave C, you have a sharp wave E. If you have a sharp wave C, you have a weak wave E. I mean, there's all sorts of things that you can learn and that goes on in the world of the waves, right? They're too interesting to ignore. That's why I made AriasWave. So the first wave was a zigzag. The second wave was a zigzag. Now we're into wave 4 of this move. Now, I don't know if you've seen the recent gold idea that I just posted. Basically, interest rates and gold are correlated, right? They're correlated. Okay, it's not a joke. It's. I'm going to prove it to you right now. Okay. Now, in the current little C wave in gold, we are basically part way through a C wave, right? It's the same thing is happening here, right? Just line up the dates, not necessarily the dates, but the waves, right? In gold, we've had a pullback. We're in wave 4 in gold as well. Obviously, it's the inverse. We've had A, B. We're in C. Yes, we are in C. We haven't seen wave C finish yet in gold. Same here. We're going to see a D and E in gold. Yes. And then we're going to see a 3-wave move down in gold. Sorry, three-wave move up in gold to finish the rally since 2016, right? Now, in this particular market, being the bond yields, being the bond market, we're going to see 3-wave move down to finish the ending diagonal. That's when this thing will finally bottom. And what do I think the target will be? Well, like I said, like a moth to the flame, I believe it will be the 0 point. The 0 point in this market has consequences beyond belief. It's a whole different ballgame. It's not like other countries, like I said before, right? So you need to be definitely aware of what's going on here, right? Now, AriasWave covers the whole picture. We don't do a half-assed job of giving you part of the picture. We give you the whole picture, right? The whole picture completely. So I've given you all the evidence. It's all there, all in the big soup cauldron of the markets, right? So what we're expecting here is the final moves in bond yields to the downside. And then it will be the end of the Dow Jones rally since the Great Depression. It will be the beginning of wave 3 up for the US dollar. It'll be the beginning of a C wave crash down in the Dow Jones and gold as well. Going to see a massive crash. All right. Asset prices will deflate significantly. Okay. Significantly. Now, if you don't believe it, you will see it. It's not a matter of if, it's when. Okay, it's going to happen. So I have put together all the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle for you. In fact, if you learn AriasWave, you'll learn about how the bond yield pattern since 1100 AD has been tracing out beautifully a corrective pattern in a B wave in brackets. Not this B wave in brackets, a larger B wave in brackets. So the coming move is going to be a C wave. This is a B wave since 1440 AD. So it's a long-term B wave. This is ending now. Okay. This is not just, oh, I'm looking at the chart here and I can see a pattern and I'm going to put an idea out. No, 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 no. I have data that goes back a long time. This thing is ongoing. I know what's going to happen in the future and after that, right? It's all in AriasWave. AriasWave is amazing. You wouldn't even know it, right? It can span hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of hundreds or thousands of years, right? And yeah, I mean, it can basically make you a master of the markets. You will learn exactly how it all works. You'll understand it completely. It'll just be fun for you to look at the markets. It'll be fun for you to look at charts and say, oh, yeah, I know that pattern. It connects to this, it connects to that. And yes, it does take time, but Jesus Christ, once you learn it, markets are fun. Everything is fun. You just look at people talk garbage out of their mouths and you're looking at them like, really, you don't know what you're talking about. You just do not know what you're talking about. And it's actually quite amusing and entertaining, because it's the waves that are telling me this. It's not my ideas and the shoeshine theory of the little shoeshine boy that giving you tips here and there. Right now, we're in a crazy bubble. And the only thing that's keeping it going is this market here. Okay. But once that hits that bottom, nature will take its course, it'll have its way, and it's good night, Irene. So hopefully you found this interesting and informative. Thank you for watching.